What is up, guys? All right, so today I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. I've been gone mixing, doing records, still working on the site a ton, but I was just overwhelmed. I could not film a video. I'm talking full days. I did get a good nap and I got to watch Harry Potter yesterday, but I'm trying to do work life balance, so forgive me. Anyways, today we're wearing the full send shirt. Um, but yeah, let's jump into it. So today is day 5 of building in public, um, and we built the blog. We actually got the blog up. It was a pain in the ass. I didn't want to build it out HTML because every single post would have to be completely like from scratch, basically. Um, so I was not trying to do that. Here, let me move this over just a hair. I was not trying to do that. So what I ended up doing was I connected the WordPress site to only a section of my domain, which is the blog section. The rest of the site remains the same, and I am trying out a new strategy. I am writing content, having AI work through it, revisiting that content, and then posting it. And my goal is to get as much context to the website as possible and build some domain authority. Well, I'll let you know how it goes, the tools I'm using, etc. Hopefully it works out, but let's jump into day 5. So let's check out site traffic before we get anything going. I'm gonna go here to dashboard. Gonna go. Oh, I haven't done this in a second. Now we're gonna go down here to statistics. We're gonna pull up web stats. Let's pull this up. Let's see if anything's changed. So we haven't got stats for technically 2 days. Let's see what our last update was here. 120. So if we come back over here, we're looking at June 10th. So it looks like we went down. This is midweek. I'm hoping it has more to do with the week than it has to do with what we're doing, but we'll see. I think it's still going to take a little bit of time for um, the domain to settle in. So it is a fresh domain. This is as long as it's lived. So there's a chance that A, we either got like a little boost in the beginning, B, building out the site touched on, started giving those visits, or C, um, search volume is just changing. We have no clue right now. I still don't have Hrefs. There's very few things I can do at the moment. But what I can work on is targeting specific keywords, building out blog posts, and then tackling those. So let's just do. Um, I don't know how to do this because I skipped some days here. So site traffic was at 120. So then let's just go 105 and just make a couple extra ones. So 85 and 43, but it's not closed. The day hasn't closed. So anyways, recap from the last video. We fixed some titles and descriptions, and then we began working on pages. I ended up jumping into that and tackling a couple more pages on the site. Kind of my strategy there has been picking a very specific keyword, not really thinning out, and then making sure I list additional pages on my site, right? So like making sure there's ref links that go pretty much throughout the whole sitemap to the important parts of it, and then making sure I have at least one content section that talks about that specific service. And the reason I'm doing that is I think that if I can build a little more authority, then I can target the keywords with the blogs more effectively. Uh, we'll see how that goes. But today, I got suggested some tools, and we gave it a shot, and turns out I like them. So the first one is Uber Suggest, which I have. I believe this is it. Yeah, Uber Suggest here, which in short, I'm not signed in, but you can track the rank of your stuff. You can see your site audit, which we actually did here, and I wrote some notes. So it was able to tell me stuff like I had low word count, 21 pages. A lot of these pages are built to be 404s for now as I build them out, which I may regret if they get indexed, but we're going to thug it out. Whatever. I got duplicate meta descriptions, which I went ahead and I fixed. An easy way to check that I've learned is just using details. You can go in here and you can actually see like this page doesn't have any description. Here's a URL. Here you can see a couple different things that help a lot, including headers, um, which is something else I visited. So we went ahead and we just revisited all that stuff, made sure as much of the living pages are fleshed out. So if they do start ranking for any keywords, um, they have a better chance. And then I checked out SERP Empire, which is very dope. I would say just be super careful. It seems like something that's a little hard for you to get hit for, but also is a really easy sign of inorganic traffic. So I did end up trying the SERP Empire trial. In short, they give you CTR, so that you can type in a keyword, it links the keyword to your site, and then it can do it. It can search it X amount of times per day. So let's say you want to do plumbing, or let's say what's like a very specific like car coolant, and you're talking about something with auto repairs, right? If you do something like that, you can target that specific like search like best car coolant and then link it to your blog post or link it to your page or link it wherever it is that you want to drive some traffic. And I think the trick behind it is making sure that your ratios aren't too out of whack. And shout out Jackie Chu or Jackie Chow. I'm pretty sure it's Chu. Uh, from Indexy. I picked that one up off of him. I did not come up with that. But it makes a ton of sense, right? So if you're getting a ton of search volume and you are just a small drop in that, it is not going to necessarily move your needle crazy, but it can, help you get more rankings, especially if you're doing local SEO, because odds are is people in your area are not doing it, right? So it is going to build your traffic pretty quickly. Um, and then lastly, today is just heads down working on a blog. What I did today was I generated a ton, and when I say ton, I mean a ton of articles. Here you can see how I generated them. I did use AI to help me. If you guys are interested in the tool, comment below and I'm more than happy to respond. I'm just trying to get that algorithm going on YouTube. I have never done YouTube, so trying to see if I could learn with you guys, add some value, um, and then really just build a community. If you guys are doing this too, and there's stuff I could learn from, I am more than happy. If you guys have gems that you could share, if you see anything on my screen that you're like, damn, I wonder what is that tool? What are you doing? DM me. I'm more than happy to talk about it. A lot of these tools I'm using 5+ hours of the day. And even though I'm new, I am like the king of picking shit up fast. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and learn this shit really quickly and just put reps in, right? Try to get as good as quickly as possible. But I mean, that's about it. Then from here it's just hashing out articles and then queuing them, right? Queuing them to post over the next month. My goal is to do an absurd amount of articles in different topics, and then end of month kind of reflect and see which keywords are working. uh, I don't think I've gotten a single lead. My ranking is still pretty low for this site, so we're just doing the reps and making sure that we're doing what we can to get it moving. I did talk to a buddy, and I am pretty excited to say that I am going to be giving this a shot in a new niche. I'm not gonna speak on it because I do think it's probably juicy. But I will do updates on that as I get it rolled out, and I will probably just do those with my web traffic updates. Well, I won't go as in depth as I am with this one. This one I'm super okay with because it's a business that I run, and it's also a niche that is, to be quite frank, pretty competitive, but very not online. I think what is online, especially if you look up search volume, is like the services like mixing and mastering, right? And I'm more than happy to share that because that's a global service. Um, that being said, I will probably get started on that once I get this kind of settled in and I feel like I have enough content on here to let it coast and kind of see where it sits on its own, which will probably be into mid next week, maybe end of next week. But once that's all locked in, I'll update you guys on what are the steps I'm taking on this new site. Like I probably would not. I will host my own site, but I will probably WordPress build it or build or use my own templates. I should have done way more templating, and I already have the tools um, on hand, so I'm gonna take advantage of that, and I'll let you guys know which tools I'm using for what. But like I said, if you guys have questions, comments, if y'all just want to chat, comment below, leave a like. It helps me a ton with the algorithm. Subscribe. But anyways, my dog's going crazy, so I love y'all. I'll catch y'all later.